Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my stream, welcome to my world, and welcome to Thursday. And it's been a busy Thursday for me today. Just checking that everything's still bumping up and down. The reason being is because I wanted to get a little bit ahead of myself, because tomorrow me and Mrs. World Away were off to Wales to deliver the prize to the Peugeot 205 winner, which was Lee Willits. No, it wasn't Lee Willits, it was Jeffrey Willits. That's right, couldn't get your name right first. It's because I went to school with someone called Lee Willits and I just remembered your surname. I have sent you an email. Hopefully you've got that, or you're watching tonight, Lee. Right, the reason that everything's going all over the place at the moment, Jeffrey, is because I'm drinking rum tonight. And I've got it in this lovely glass, which was bought for me by Robert Beveridge in I've been on it already. I've got rum and tonic water in here, and it says, "World Away, congratulations on 40,000 subscribers. Let's get cracking on there." So I didn't have any Coke, so Mrs. World Away suggested I try tonic water, and oh, it's nice. It's really nice. Hello, Christian from Grantham.
Let's give it up big time. Hello, Christian from Grantham. Now let's get cracking.
Hiya, Christian. Jesse, wait, I've just finished a Porsche video, and wow, that engine is a monster. It is. As a matter of fact, it's so big at the moment, I haven't actually got anywhere to put it, so I've stuck it right there at the moment. The rest of the Porsche is in my drawers, but that one is right there because it's a lot bigger than I thought it would be. Well done, Gavin, for getting Hellraiser. One of my favourite films, horror films wise. I didn't think of any. I didn't think much of all the rest of the ones in the series, but the first one was pretty good. Now I'm going to be doing a little bit of an experiment tonight. First off, we don't have. Yeah, it's going to have a car crash stream tonight on the rum. First off, we haven't got any merch on the map. So, you know, get your cameras out, people. If you've got any mugs, a tote bag, a t-shirt, a hoodie, anything from the merch store, then please take a picture of yourself and send it to me at wayne@worldofwayne.co.uk. My email address is right there. Just send it to me because I need merch on the map. Because what I plan to do is, I've been doing this. Obviously, every live stream I can get a chance if someone sends to me. I put you on the map and I have your picture on the screen. But what I want to do is, at the end of the year when we have the blooper show, I'd like to have a bit of a montage of where everyone is around the map as well, and just show all of them up what we've got in the year as well. I'm thinking of a lot of quite far ahead what we're going to be doing at Christmas time, which should be fun. So you are here, Robert. Thank you for that, Robert. I appreciate that. I'm sorry I started without you, Robert. You gave me the glass, so I thought, you know what, I've got to christen it, so what better way than to do it on stream tonight. Railway Music Lover, hello from Nottingham. See, now I know where Nottingham is, but where the hell's Carlton? Barry Watson? Haven't got a clue. Hello, Faith. How's it going? My daughter's in chat again. Gamer Girl 22 is Faith, my little girl. How you going? And Crowland, I haven't got a clue where that is either. Oh my god. Porsche. I keep saying Porsche. I've been used to saying Porsche. Porsche in drawers. It's Porsche. So how's it going, Mike? How did you like your Exodus, apparently? Been catching up with 8 months of Misfitted, starting with the Spitfire issue 33, when you said that we'd be out of lockdown in a couple of weeks, and you sniffed Mini Slimer's butt. Oh, I was so wrong. No, the Leopard's been sent out. I'm going to get the Leopard tank in the next few days. As a matter of fact, I've got 4 things coming from Agora Models, just so you know. But I probably won't. Well, you're not going to see them till next week because I'm not here. And that's the Leopard tank pack 2, the Zero Fighter pack 4, the Bismarck pack 6, and also the Terminator, which will probably be the first one out, pack 12. We're going to have a finished Terminator. That's going to be excellent. But before we get right into it, I need to do an experiment. And Ian, I hope you don't mind. I'm going to actually use one of your little promotional videos as an experiment here. Now, what it is, I did like a little advert for Partwork upgrades. I'm sorry it's an advert, but I needed a video. It was about 30 seconds for Partwork upgrades, just advertising the dust covers. Now, I'm going to play that on the live stream, but the difference is I'm actually playing it through the live stream player. The reason why I want to use this as a demonstration is because when Phil comes on from Spruceverse and we talk about our shark models, which I'll talk about in a second, I want to be able to use just this computer because it mucks around with all the sound. Now, I am aware that the little advert video I'm going to show you now might be jumpy at the start, It might be out of sync, it might be bad quality, I don't know. So what I want you to do is just watch this and give me some feedback, and then that way I'll know if I can use the integrated video player on this Restream platform, or I have to use the OBS one. So I'm going to disappear for a second and play that advert. Let me know what happens. One of the issues with Partwork models is the dust that can accumulate over the build period. Well, Partwork upgrades are now offering these excellent solution dust covers. Made from a high quality material, ribbed to keep shape, and with matching trim, these are a pleasure to look at. They're also embroidered with the build's logo, which really makes this pop. So whether you're building the Ecto 1 or the DeLorean from the Back to the Future franchise, these are perfect for protecting your build. With many covers already created and more on the way, this is an excellent solution to protect your vehicles during the build. Check out these items and more at partworkupgrades.com. Okay, so the question I want to know is, see, on my system when I'm streaming, all I can see is stills from it. It doesn't actually play smooth for me. So I don't know if you're seeing that as well, if it doesn't play smooth for you. Did it have sound? Was it watchable is the question I'm asking, because when we do the review videos of the Shark build, that's the way I wanted to play it. So if you can see it okay, then I will go with that method. If I do it the OBS method, I lose quality, which I don't like. So I haven't got a clue. Long time lurper, got a t-shirt saying it's my 1/18th Y-Wing model pics to send you. Really? Oh, cool. I haven't seen a Y-Wing for a long time. But there you go, you've got my email address. You're in Washington. Are you like in the state Washington? Or are you in the state capital Washington, Darren? Or are you in Washington in up north near Tyneside? I'm guessing you mean Tyneside, don't you? I'm guessing. You finally got to watch a live show, Robert. Well, here I am in the flesh. It definitely is live. Peter from Burlington, Ontario. Wow, you're in the same province as my brother is at the moment. I don't know if he's in here. He's in Ottawa at the moment. Oh, Crowland's just outside Peterborough. So what you're telling me, Wayne, it's just down the road. And I don't even know where it is. Oh, dear. Does a Spitfire look like a Stingray to you? Yeah, actually, a little bit. Yeah, definitely. How is every little thing? Every little thing is good at the moment. But it's not going to be by the end of this stream with the amount of rum I'm drinking. Plus, I want to tell you about some stuff that's happened today, which is cool. Oh, thank you, Gavin Fry. That's really appreciated, Gavin. First of all, you steal the competition by getting first place for Hellraiser. And there you're tipping me, so thank you for that. I will put it towards my Wales trip. We're hoping on the way back to go to Diddley Squat Farm. I think I mentioned that last time. If you've watched Clarkson's Farm on Amazon Prime, we're hoping to go to that farm on the way back, so that should be fun. It's a little choppy. That's what I thought. And D, thank you. Bit jerky, bit jumpy, a little bit jumpy, but other than that, it was fine. Right, okay. Right. Looking good. Jilty, played fine, looked fine to me. Played smooth and had sound for me. Right, okay. Because the last time we tried to do it when Phil was on stream, what I want to do is I want to be able to have me and Phil one side of the screen and the video in the middle, and we can talk about the video as it's going. The problem is that I couldn't... mine was smooth as silk and sounded great. Oh, thank you, Lou. That's appreciated. So what that means is that we can have our like finished product reviews on this computer. I can download them and then I can play them through the streaming software and we can discuss it at the same time. Thank you for that. Sorry about that little experiment. It's the only video I had on the system at the time. But there you go. But you watched an ad for Partwork's upgrade now as well. But it's watchable. As long as it's watchable, because for me, it's not watchable. Just so you know that. On my computer, because it's streaming and all of that, it just shows me like stills of the video. It doesn't show me the whole thing, which is a bit of a pain. So, but there you go. But did you know that at the moment... Oh, you're in Market Deeping. Oh, bless, you're down the road as well. Was okay in the end in Bury, but the only problem was that there's a bit of flaring on the material used for the covers, but that's not your fault. Okay, the how do we start this? Now on Patreon, I've been doing the pause for the shark build. Now, if you didn't know, on Discovery at the moment, it's Shark Week. So this is a great conversation to be having it. And it would be an even better place to actually reveal the shark build. And I've been doing the pause for the resin, all 25 kilograms of it on my fish tank, and it's looking really good. And some of these pours that I've been doing have been going on for like 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm in my dressing gown in Crocs in some of these videos, and you will get to see that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to edit it all together. Now the patrons, I don't think you're aware of this. No, you wouldn't be, because I haven't told you. You'll notice there's no more resin pours on the channel, and there's a reason for that. Things have gone bad. Very bad. So bad that I can't even go out to it at the moment because it's very volatile. It's very, very volatile what's going on out there. So we're hoping tomorrow I can go in there and see what the damage is, and then I'm not going to go too much into it because it's going to be a surprise for you. See what the damage is. I don't think it's going to be savable at this time, but you'll be shocked when you see what's happened. Don't worry, nothing's caught fire or anything, but it's pretty bad. But yeah, I've had a disaster, an absolute disaster. It was on the 5th pour that it happened. I had a bit of a problem with my 3rd pour. My 4th pour went good. The 5th pour, I don't know what's happened. Even the 5th pour at the moment hasn't even set. Put it that way. It's not even set. It's still quite liquidy, and that was done at early this morning. So yeah, I've heard it's a 3-hour queue for the farm shop, Richard, but we're going to bring chairs. It's going to be a lovely day, so we'll just sit there soaking up the sun and the atmosphere, I guess. Where you call home? Corby. I live in Corby, Peter. Yeah, the sheep drone. I'm going to take some pictures because, as Wayne here says, it's a great show. It's going to be brilliant to watch. And we all know where Castle Douglas was. Alan, we put your picture on last week. No, Tuesday. It's the rum again, Alan. Telling you, I'm losing time. So yeah, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but all the work we've put into that Jaws build, if anything, it's going to make a good drama video. But the thing is, some of the problems I've had with my build, Phil has had with his build as well, with his pours. And it's interesting to see that, you know, 2 different sides of the world both encountering the same problems. And why I thought that doing exactly what Phil's doing is not going to give is going to give a different results. That's my own thing. It's you'll see. It's a mess. What's happening with the Terminator on Hachette and Agora? Are we nearly there yet? 2 stages left. Anyone received theirs yet? Right, Stephen. I believe that issue 120, the last one, comes out in Newsagents, I think, this Wednesday. Coming. You have to correct me if anyone's not getting it from the Newsagents. The Agora one starts shipping next week. So basically they are finishing at exactly the same time. So I'll have 2 finished Terminators. Obviously, everyone's waiting for the remote because they want that base to light up, and you can't do that without the remote. And also get the lights to turn on and off, the mouth to open and close. So we're waiting for the remote. So that should be coming soon. When is the next Enterprise coming? Well, Darren, all the patrons have already seen it. It's actually on the channel now, but it's going to be out tomorrow morning. But I've made it early access for the patrons. Quite a fun little stage, actually, stage A. Just so you know, though, that gap that we saw in the next section, it does get screwed together. So it does close the gap up when you've got one of the side panels in. So I won't worry too much about that. There is a little bit of light bleed that you're going to find as well. With the light bleed, I'm thinking, and I don't know, Lou, I don't know if your thoughts on this, of some sort of corking. Some sort of colour-coded corking. They gave us the colours, so you mix the colour with the corking, put it into the gaps where we've got light bleed, rub it off with like a soft cloth so it's only in there. What do you reckon? Do you reckon that'll do the job? And I think that'll look good as well. I'm not talking about on the saucer section, I'm just talking about the side panels. For the saucer section, I don't know. We'll figure that out later. But yeah, when you see the video tomorrow, you'll see what I mean about the light leak. And these aren't light leaks from lifeboats or the windows. These are light leaks from the actual where they join. But funny enough, though, Hero Collector have provided us this time with some black tape to put over the lifeboats. So I don't know why we didn't have that in number 1. And when you see the next section that we do, all the windows in that are again on one piece, one reflective piece with the the black window's already blacked out for us. So again, why we couldn't do that with each panel rather than put each individual window in, I don't know. But again, when you see the video tomorrow, you'll understand that. Did you get all the X-Wing done after the stream? No, Ian, I've still got the 2 issues here, so I was hoping to get that done next week. But as I said, I've got 4 things from Agora Models coming next week. I've also got the next pack of the R2-D2. So it's when I'm going to be able to get in there, I don't know. Thank you for that, Schneider Tom. I hope it runs that smoothly when we actually start to play the review videos of what it is and how it looks. But I'm guessing you're probably going to see that. I don't know. Perhaps the I've got to speak to Phil first, and we'll arrange a date when that's going to be. When you have the Star Wars X-Wing done, you're going to have to buy a Star Wars Luke Skywalker figure for it. I've got a Kenner one somewhere, our way, Music Lover, but it's a bit small in there. It looked like Luke Skywalker's children in that scale. Wayne, we stream our weekly church service. The AVTech has his phone out and uses that to check the smoothness of the feed. Yeah, well, I try that, but the I don't get good internet in this house, so I have to use the Wi-Fi. And if I start watching it on my phone, then I'm stealing the bandwidth from the phone, from the actual Wi-Fi here. So I can't really do that. But it's we normally do have good phone signal here, but for the last like 3 or 4 weeks, it's been terrible. As a matter of fact, I've had no service, so it's been using like a Wi-Fi calling thing. So someone's been playing with the mobile antennas, I think. Boom. Yeah, pretty much, Fee. Pretty much. Oh, I don't know. Hang on, I'll give you an idea if I can find a picture on my phone, because I took a picture today. I don't know if it's still going to be on there though. If it is, no, it's not on there. It's not on there, so I can't show you. But it's a good picture of what's happened. Has anyone heard from Mike Lane? No, Rick, I haven't actually. I think the last time I heard from Mike was probably last month. So yeah, no, I haven't heard him. Resin car crash, big time Scotsman. But I tell you what, I learnt a lot out of this whole thing. If it's failed and it's got to go in the bin and all that, I've learned more about resin doing this than, you know, looking at a book and all of that, because I've done it firsthand. The biggest thing that I've got out of this is what's happened. I know what's caused it, and it's nothing to do with the weather. I thought it was, but it's nothing to do with how hot the room was or how cold the room was. I think I figured it out, but there we go. I'm going to need a bigger tank. I'm going to need another tank, Robert. The trouble is I can't repeat it now, because I mean that resin was like £210, and for another £210 of resin just for the same thing to happen, because it will keep happening, because I'll explain it soon. Thank you, Howard. How's it going? For the cleanup of the fish disaster. We need to see the vid of the porn out. No, I haven't filmed it yet, Jim. I can't go out there, Jim. Seriously, I cannot go out there, because things are pinging off in all directions. You can't trust them. Put it this way, I had the thermometer on it yesterday, because the third pour was getting quite hot, and the thermometer was 100 degrees Fahrenheit, so that's 38 degrees centigrade, which isn't really that hot anyway. It wasn't hot enough to melt any plastic or anything, but it had made a weird pour, put it that way. So I need to see how everything's cured. But what happened today, I didn't even come for. So yeah, that's an understatement, Dave. Believe me, times that by about 100 and you'll probably get where I am. Hello Pierre, how's it going? How's life in the Netherlands at the moment? That's 52 miles from Crowland. Just ordered your world around me. Oh, thank you, Wayne. See now, Crowland, Peterborough's about a 40-minute drive from me. We're still kicking ourselves over the fact that Peterborough Greyhound Stadium shut down, because that was like our go-to place in the summer, and now it's not opening anymore after like 75 years. I can't believe we can't do that. So we're trying to figure out things to do in the summer. And funny you mentioned that, Wayne. Actually, the oh, you didn't mention it. I mentioned it. This is what happens when you're rum night. Next weekend I've got the kiddies coming up, and they're going to be with me for 3 weeks. So as a result of that, some of the live streams are going to have to get knocked on the head. Probably the Tuesday one. I'll probably keep the Thursday one going, and I'm going to try and keep the Patreon one going. But I can't promise that at all. But at the end of the month, I will be away for a week because we're taking the kids away on holiday. At the moment, we haven't got a clue where they're going. So we're just trying to see the price. But yeah, definitely I will keep you informed about what's happening. So you will notice that the content on the channel drops down pretty much between now and the end of August because of school holidays and stuff. So the resin, nope, wasn't poured too fast, Richard. It was, it's more to do with curing, I think. But again, I'll explain it later because I've been filming each stage and some things you haven't seen on Patreon as well. Because when the bad things happened in stage 3, it happened in the space of 30 minutes. So there you go. Clarkson's farm is amazing. Everyone loves that. That's why the farm is so popular at the moment. No, I'm going on Sunday, Jacob, because it's near Banbury, but it's on the way back from Wales for me. So yep, we're going to go in there. Yep, Hashets is due next week. There you go. So they are finishing at the same time, which is interesting. Well, I've just done issue 8, I think it is, Darren, which is 27 to 30 of the Enterprise. So it is shipping at the moment. Are you getting the new Shark paperweight then? Well, put it this way, I've got enough resin left over to make paperweights for everyone, I think. I've got ideas of how I can salvage it, but if I am working with glass, then I need those gloves because trust me, if I'm going to cut myself, I will cut myself. I've already told Sprueverse that this is the most dangerous build I've ever done. You've started doing reveals on your channel. Could you do a review of one of the videos, please? I will check it out, Lego Super Mario Maker. I'll check it out after the stream. I packed some of the part works for Newcastle, Leicester, Lincoln, Stoke, and Nottingham. Really? Wow. You should have said that in chat, Railway Music Lover. People are going to be asking you, where's my stuff? When's it coming? Can you text us when the next shipments are coming in? That's random, Bobby. I haven't seen Beetlejuice in ages. Wasn't it rumoured that they were going to do a Beetlejuice 2? But it never happened. I saw a poster for it, but I don't know if that's fake or what. I don't know. I've still got what's the film? I watched Loki. I'm not going to give any spoilers. That was all right, but I don't think it's the strongest Marvel series there's been. But what's the film? Black Widow. I've got Black Widow to watch. The premium that I ordered on Disney and still haven't watched it yet. So that's probably my go-to film this weekend when I'm not visiting people delivering prizes. You heard there may be a plaque coming in the last issue of the Terminator. I don't know, Johnny. I can't remember from the start of the build, I have to say. So long ago. When I look back at issue 1 of the Terminator and I see how much the man cave changed, it's pretty crazy. And just talking about the man cave, I got confirmation today that the workshop's a go, as in the planning permission and everything's all good. So we're all ready. We're all ready. That was the final thing I was waiting for. Can't wait to get everything in there because at the moment I've got things stashed everywhere now, ready to move into it. You're looking forward to the Terminator finishing so you can start the Iron Man build, Richard. You can only afford one to do build at a time. The Iron Man build is, I haven't seen it since stage 10 because they made me start from stage 1 again. But I was speaking to the patrons last night and I don't like the idea that we got to build a full helmet, we got to build a full hand, we got to do a gauntlet, and we got to do a boot. But they've started to slow it down, so now we're only getting like a couple of fingers and stuff like that, which is, I don't know, it just, something seems wrong with the spacing out of all the parts. There we go. Yeah, putty or cork would do if it's wipe off fast enough. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it, Lou? See, I need more of a putty rather than a cork, because the cork will be, it's so sticky and it marks everywhere. But the putty idea I like. I just worry that it will it needs to be one of these non-cracking ones, and it needs to be white so I can mix it. What is Mike Lane? That sounds like an Avengers sort of thing. Who is Gamora? Why is Gamora? What is Gamora? What is Mike Lane? Mike Lane is a person who makes modifications for, you know, the Ecto 1 and the DeLorean and stuff. And he's got a channel at MikeLaneMods.com. To give us more work, Scott Mitchell, he challenged me. I've got to say this, Scott challenged me to do the Enterprise build with one arm today. I believe Scott does all his builds with one arm, and I really did try for the Enterprise build. Actually, the first panel I got, I put it in the clamp and I had to use two hands straight away for that. So I tried to just put the windows in with one arm, and I was getting so annoyed that I had to stop. So, you know, my hat goes off to you, Scott, because it needs patience, and I'm telling you, that's something I just don't have. I really do wish I had. Some double-sided closed cell foam as a gasket. Carl, I think the thing is, what I want to do is I want to fill the gaps up, but like you, I want to do it the opposite way that you'd normally get rid of the light bleed. You'd normally get the light bleed from the inside. Shield it off so you don't get it from the outside. What I want to do is I want to kill two birds with one stone. So I want to get rid of the light bleed and also any panel gaps. So I want to do it from the outside, and that's why I'm thinking that way. I don't know how it look, haven't got a clue, but if it's only on the gap area, then I'm hoping it will look like some sort of like sealant in there. I don't know. It's one of these experiment things. It's one of these things that I'd have to put this warning up.
The following modification is undertaken at your own risk. Completion of said modification may irreversibly damage your component. If you're in any doubt, do not try this at home. By failing to do this modification correctly, you stand a good chance of destroying your model. Model companies are not obliged to replace your failed modification. Remember, I make mistakes, so you don't have to.
Let's give it up big time.
No, I don't want to get on the bad side of all of these distributors.
Hello, Christian
You told people
from
to do this. It's broken.
Now
they're
let's
asking
get
for
cracking.
Halfway done with the Ecto. Well, there's 141 issues of the Ecto, isn't there? And we've just done issue... Oh, you're halfway. What have we done? We're up to 91. We've done 91, 92, 93. So up to 94 now. God, can you believe there's not really that many left? Wow. You've ordered my mods for my... Have you tried emailing him, Rick? He's normally active on email or Facebook. But I don't know. I don't know. You can't wait to get your World Away mug. Yeah, I've got one downstairs. So you do realise all this merchandise, I don't get it for free. I have to pay for it as well. So, I've got a stash. I've actually got another Zero Fighter shirt. They sent the Zero Fighter shirt to me, but all of my shirts now have the World of Wayne logo on the back, and they forgot to put the logo on the back, so they gave me a free one, which is that was a freebie for me. You're on your second Enterprise build. Could the windows on the Enterprise be customization? You can do it however you want to do it, Hans Black Sands. However you want to do it, you don't have to follow the way they do it. But I said the biggest thing. Wait a minute, have I? God, I'm behind on chat again. Sorry. When you see tomorrow's video, you'll see what I mean about the windows. How they could have all been done on that reflective plate rather than individual things, and then you'll start scratching your head wondering why that wasn't ever done like that. Learning through doing is one of the things that work far better for some people. I'm one of them. Yeah, I am. It's trial and error for me, Scotsman. I tend not to make the same mistake twice, but I'm about to. If I can salvage something out there, then I might do another pour on top of it. But we'll see. That's asking for trouble. You'll have fun with the Zero Pack 4. Oh God, small pins for the landing gear. I saw the instructions, so I know what's coming. But you'll be happy to know that I got parts 1 and 2 again. So I can do the engine and the propeller again. It's actually down here, but I'm going to do that off camera and take my time. So I've actually got a proper looking thing rather than something that's held together with glue. Hello, Dan. Dan, how's it going? Just a big thank you for your work and your top videos. Thank you, Dan. Thanks for watching. This is Thursday nights are night just for chilling out and answering questions that people ask in comments and I either miss or... it just gives me an opportunity to chance them. Have you got your ticket book on Virgin Galactic? I wouldn't touch that with a barge pole, Ian. If man was meant to fly, I'd have wings. I'm not a nervous flyer. I don't mind flying, but I don't know. I don't mind being blasted into space as well, but trying to mix the two, don't know. Will work if I make Shark diorama, put it in aquarium, and I put their living fish in water and take care of the fishes. See, Jacob, I could have done that, but obviously you've got to deal with the problems of algae and plant growth, and the paint will eventually strip even after all the varnish is in that. It's the reason we're putting it in resin was Phil challenged me, and if Phil challenges me, damn, I'm going to be doing it. And the other thing is it's just a novel thing. Can we do it in resin? Don't know. Hey, wait, I'm watching the builds on the Enterprise, Spitfire, Bismarck and X-Wing. Love your videos, stand by, very funny moments. Yeah, sometimes things go wrong. I was going to show a blooper as part of that thing. As a matter of fact, one of the bloopers I've got is, remember when I did the Spitfire and I was doing the wrong, I was doing the stages I'd already done. That's in the bloopers. I think that was back in March. But oh, that was one of the, my brother said that's probably the funniest thing he's ever seen. But I'm using the instructions saying, why have I got the left side? Svi, that's exactly what's happening out there at the moment. So it's gonna take a lot of cleanup. See, I was just gonna take it away from the tank, but I can't because it's pinging. It's pinging. It's pinging off. Heated up due to a number of pores. Small cooling layers allow more curing. Yeah, Richard, you're pretty much bang on it. I think the problem is that there's a very fine line between cure and next pour. Now, you need it to have cured enough that the next pour can go on quite easily, but not cured so much that it's not going to bond to it. So it needs to be the consistency of like a jelly, and then you'll be able to put the next pour on it. If it's too liquidy, which I think the second layer was on my one, when I poured the third layer, it increased the depth from like 3 centimeters to 6 centimeters, which where the problem started. But that's only to do with the layers in the tank. What happened today is nothing to do with that. So, but oh, it's all fun. Did you not fill up the tanks on the top of the diver or the shark? And oh crap, 2 hot glass popped. Pretty much, yeah. All everything inside the tank, the shark, the diver, they're all perfect. Don't worry about them. They look great. Just everything else doesn't. If you actually look at the tank at an angle and like really squint your eyes, perhaps close them, it looks brilliant. No, I think it's more to do with the fact that I didn't realise resin expands. I thought I thought we were going to get contraction. I thought it was going to come in. But that hasn't happened. It's expanded. So, and the expansion down low, it's quite supported by the base of the aquarium. But as it rises up, it's a little bit more flaccid, if you like. So whereas expanding, you put it this way, you can see why now molds are either like silicone for little tiny ones, but they use wood for big ones. We should have done it in wood. Shouldn't have used glass. Definitely not. No, silicon seals are fine. As a matter of fact, that's probably the only thing that has held, Craig. Yeah, D, you see, I could do them a lot. I could have, see, it was a deep pour resin, so I could have done them. But the risk with doing just 5mm pours, even 1 centimeter pours, is layer lines. I didn't want layer lines. That's why I wanted to do thick ones. And B, to do 5mm pours over the curing time would have taken a good, well over a week of every 6 hours, which I just didn't have the time for. I'm not here this weekend, so it's you see what I mean. It's going to be crazy. Am I going to do the Robocop that came out? You know what? I've seen the Robocop, Dan. I've seen the trial for it. I haven't seen it out live. I do believe it's live now in France, though. Again, they get all the good stuff out there. But yeah, the funny thing is, exothermic curing, it is Scotsman, but it only got hot on the 3rd pour. All the other pours, it hasn't. It's been fine. But I'm sure when Phil's on here, we're going to discuss our experiences to what we noticed at the time of doing it. And it'll be interesting because I haven't heard Phil's side of the thing as well. I mean, you can see Phil's pours on his channel. He's got that up there at the moment. But I think it's going to be a really interesting stream, that one. Yeah, the resin is far too dear. But I mean, the kits are about $40, £40, $40, something like that. But it was the point, Stephen, of the challenge of doing it. Can it be done? That's the question. I make mistakes so you don't have to. Give me a wave when you come past with a cuppa. About 70-degree consistent temperature for resin. Howard, the outside temperature didn't do a thing. I'm telling you now, it didn't do a thing. Whether it be cold or hot, I don't think it was the outside temperature at all. I think what Richard said is what's happened. Because, I mean, I had the same, we had the same sort of heat today over in Corby, and it's the cure, it's fine. It's curing fine. I did see the last episode of Loki. I was a bit let down, Andrew. I'm not gonna lie. I was a bit let down by it, but no spoilers. I promise. Which paint did I use on the nacelles? Well, Rob will tell you I did his. I bought a copper metallic paint from the range in the UK, and that's all it is. Copper metallic in the airbrush. Don't prime it. Don't do anything. Just paint it straight over the paint on the blue nacelle, and you'll be fine. You don't need to prime everything. It's already got paint on there. You know it's going to stick. So, and it works a treat. That's to take the rum away and get the plasters ready. I've got the plasters ready. Look, they're all in my drawer here somewhere. Oh, I've lost them. That's not good. Where are my plasters gone? Oh, look, you see, I got my Star Wars plasters. I put one on last night when we were building the victory on the Patreon stream because, yeah, I cut myself. I think it was the first 2 minutes of the stream. I'm putting a pin into the... I've showed you these last week, I'm sure I did. I put a pin into the wood and it went straight into my finger here. I got an ouchie there. They are doing Beetlejuice 2. It's just been put on hold because of COVID. Oh, that'd be a great film. Black Widow movie is not bad, still better than Captain Marvel, and Loki is so far amazing. It's not doing it for me, Loki, I have to say. Saying that, Falcon and Winter Soldier didn't do it for me either. WandaVision, I enjoyed that. Any movie would be a letdown after Fast and Furious 9. The fine cinema can only go down from there. Oh, Greg, I haven't seen it yet, but I heard it's a leave your brain at the door sort of thing. Dash Riptide, go Howard, go and watch it on Amazon. It must be on Amazon Prime in America. It's the best thing you're ever going to see. As a matter of fact, in your line of business, you're going to love it. You wish you could get your £20 back for Black Widow. Did you not like it? It's okay, but I should have waited until it was free. It's free October, isn't it? Richard, you've just mirrored my sentiments. Given the number of other builds available, I'm really hoping for a Tower Mountain locomotive to make it to the UK. Either that or Hogwarts Express. We're all waiting for the Hogwarts Express. Why Hatchet haven't said, you know, this might be coming soon. Are you still interested? That's the email that they need to be sending out, I think. How are we going to be displaying the Terminator once it's finished? Well, Graham, I was just going to keep it on the stand like that. This is the Partworks upgrade stand. And obviously we've got the big stand. So what I was thinking is in the workshop, the wall behind me is going to be a lot further back. This is about 8 foot between me and the back wall. So now we're going to have 10 foot, another 2 feet. So I'm thinking, how about having the Terminators as like, you remember the oracles in Never-Ending Story? You know, either side at the back here as a frame. We have both of them there. And then we have cars all in the back and then something on this wall. Because in the new workshop, where I've got the workstation here, it's going to be on my left side in the workshop. So it's going to be weird that when I'm building, I'm going to be turning to my left rather than my right. You got your Enterprise t-shirt today. Unfortunately, it's size XL and my aging body requires a 2XL. I'm a 2XL, Wayne. But I make myself squeeze into it. It's the sort of thing I can wear when I'm sitting down, but if I'm standing up, I wouldn't be able to wear it. Deep Rising, I've seen that. That's an old film, Bobby. There is Dirty. It's out in France at the moment. I believe there's a Facebook group just been created for it. Just type in Build Robocop in Facebook and you'll be able to see that. Hello, Kerry. How's it going? Can you tell me how to get to your store to buy a cap? Hubby wants for work. Yeah, no problems, Kerry. It's I'm just seeing because I did have a link. I think I still have. There we go. That's the merch store there. bit.ly/Wayne store. That's also at the top of my YouTube videos in the header card. You'll see it says Wayne merchandise or something like that. But that's the link to the merch store there. Oh, and look, Ian Campbell's already linked it as well. No, that's my link to Ian. That's the link to Amazon. The Wayne store is the link to the merch store. Ah, there's the warning again. What warning? John, I'm hoping with a workshop we can get on with it finally. I've still got all the parts in a box ready to go, but we just didn't have the space. Now we're going to have the space. 10 by 14. God. I can't wait. I played the jingle again. Yeah, you're right. I played the jingle again. when I didn't realise when God, what time was that at? That was like, oh God, 15 minutes ago. It's because the when Christian comes on and I click it, the button, I need to turn it off again, and if I have it on and I change scene, it comes back on again. What were the issues you had trouble with in the DeLorean? Issue 48 and 91, Howard. There you go. See, that's how much of a nightmare it is. It's been etched into my mind. Put the Thunder Road in a resin bubble and hang it like it's flying. Well, how would you make a resin bubble? You'd have to pour it into a round thing and just keep rotating it around, I guess. But there are firms that do that for you. I'm getting someone to make a dome for the Vincent head that I'm building. But all of that's on hold at the moment because I said the workshop's being, well, kind of in the process of being torn down. My old one. My old shed, should I call it. When we see update on the Jaws figure, well, I've been updating every day this week on the Patreon channel, but once I've linked all of that together and I've dealt with the massacre that's happened out there, then I will get a video out on the main channel. And then we'll culminate that with a live stream with Phil from Sprueverse, like we did the Thursday a few months ago. And we'll see where we go from there. I hope when you get mine, you probably will. You probably will, but hopefully you're going to learn from our mistakes, Howard, so you can see what's going on there. I'm not doing any mods upgrades for the F40. I'm not, Alan, but I believe that I think it's model mods. I've got some mods in the process for that. At the moment, I'm just trying to get the thing together. I mean, I've got so many loose bits that we don't do anything with at the moment. So hopefully, should happen. Wayne, you should probably have covered the mishap with a blanket so you don't have to worry about glass fragments gluing to the walls and floor. Well, I'm tearing it down anyway, Craig. But I have been told to get some packaging tape and put it around it so it stops any shards. But yeah, it's doing its own thing up there. More resin means larger exotherm. Get expansion during curing, then shrinkage. Larger exotherm means greater effect. Yeah, it's only, well, this morning's pour. If you see it, everything's gone perfect and I'm lovely and calm. And I thought just before we do the Ghostbusters build today, I thought I'll go out and just check how it's going. And my jaw hit the floor. I'm like, how can that happen in like an hour? But yep, it did. I'm not really a big Power Rangers fan, Ian. But it's a stupid question, but why not use a wooden support around the glass tank? It would help with the weight distribution and strength of the glass. Yes, that isn't a stupid question. That's something I should have done. But you live and learn. Live and learn. So it's like Homer building his barbecue. Yes, that's the look I'm going for. Hello, the Jamesy boy. How's it going? Yeah, that probably would have worked because I'm guessing that the pressure from the inside is what's caused the problem. So if the wood was like backing it up and clamped shut, it wouldn't have that to do that. Best laid plans. We've got to get this right because I mean, this isn't the end of like, you know, our builds. We're going to be building something else after this. So that's going to drive you all crazy when you hear about that. But yeah, we've got to get this one right. Anthony, funny enough, see, Partwork Upgrades has got one, and Phil was showing me some of the prints that he's done on his, I think he's got a Photon S, something like that. So I've asked Mrs. Welderwayne for one for Christmas. On the deal that she gets an overlocking machine, whatever the hell that is, so some sewing thing. So I've got to get her an overlocking machine, which she better give me the brand and model number because I haven't got a clue what I'm shopping for. She'll come back with a trouser press or something. Yeah, no, I knew about that, but I didn't want to have to go through that whole thing. That's why I was waiting for that jelly-like substance before it cured. Can you put your store address back up? So Alan, the let me get this right. Okay, so what Partwork Upgrades is linked is the Amazon store. That's the bit.ly / World of Wayne, or bit.ly / World of Wayne US. That's the US store. Bit.ly / Wayne store is the merch store. Tomorrow's War is good. I haven't seen it. That's another one I've got to watch. 10 by 14, you're going to need a bigger shed. No, but compared to what I'm in at the moment, David, I'm telling you, I'm in 7, probably about 7 by 8. This is a broom cupboard. Anyone who's visited the man cave knows this is a broom cupboard. About 7 by 8 foot this is. So 10 by 14, God, I'm going to be loving it. I'm going to be putting a Cat 5 cable in there. It's already laid out, Paul. All the electrics are ready to go as well. So we're all good on that front. I just need to get the thing in here. It's not coming to the end of October, so but I want to clear it. Then I can use the bottom of the garden as, like, I don't know, a decking area for now or something. Thank you for putting you in the right direction of C3PO. They've gone up in price now, haven't they? That C3PO down there that we got from Amazon, which I think was about £30, and it's like £50-60 on Amazon now. Yep, you'll get it short. You'll get it soon. I'm hoping probably next week, Cons Customs. Once I've dealt with the mess out there. Eagle Moss has always been coming out with the Batmobile 66. It's been in the cards for about 2 years now. I'm hoping next year we might see it. Because you think about it, the Ecto 1 will be finished. So it'd be good to have some licensed product to replace that. Yeah, it's got tonic water in, Robert. It's rum with ice and tonic water. It's surprisingly nice. I don't like tonic water, but mixed with something, wow, it's a completely different drink. New Elgato announcements today. Wave XLR interface, mic arm, face cam, updated Stream Deck wall mounts. I used to use the Elgato Stream Deck, but I haven't used it for a while actually. I'll probably get that back up and running when we got the workshop up and running. Yeah, issue 91 you'll be crying at, trust me. Howard, if you don't email me and tell me that 91 brought you to your knees, then something's wrong. For me to get a bigger shed mic, I'd need a bigger house. Because my garden's only so big. My garden's not massive. So, I mean, if I had my way, I'd have a whole studio. But as Mrs. World of Wayne says, see, I could rent somewhere a lot bigger and have that. But the good thing about doing this, it's got this home feel. You know, I'm doing this from home. If I get the urge, I can click on the computer and do a live stream. If it's a studio, it's going to be vast and big. You're not going to see the sort of thing in the background here. And if I get the urge to stream, I've got to travel somewhere to do that. That was what Mrs. World of Wayne told me, and I was like, yeah, you got a good point there, actually. Definitely. Mrs. World of Wayne, pop round tomorrow on the way to Caerphilly and see a 17th century National Trust house. She's already lined up. We've already got tickets to Caerphilly Castle, I think, on Sunday morning. So she's been on it straight away. Hello.
You're such an idiot.
Why?
Because Sean and Tom bought you Kraken and 2 pizzas.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's right here. Oh, okay. Alexa, stop. The thing is, we've got tonic water tonight because I haven't got any Coke, and I've just remembered that for Father's Day, I was bought this, so I did have Coke. Hey, look! I learnt what a new drink is like. So, do you like how Mrs. World of Wayne just gets in the stream there? Oil for any M screws, yes, definitely. If you aren't going to build it, I had to use quite a bit of oil for the Enterprise today. Enterprise, sticking metal bits of plate onto that metal frame, you're going to need oil if you want them to sit flat on there. I haven't seen the new Conjuring movie. As a matter of fact, I don't think I've seen the old Conjuring movie either. I haven't watched horrors in a long time. I do like a good horror film. I think the last horror I watched was probably It, Part 1 and 2. Yeah, we've got to wait till obviously Mrs. World of Wayne's a teacher, so we've got to wait for her to finish, then we're travelling off, so we're not going to get to Caerphilly until like evening time. No, I don't actually have any caps at the moment, but you know what, Kerry? I need to get onto that. So I will do a World of Wayne cap. I'd like one. Good call. There is a broom cupboard. This is the epitome of children's BBC back in the 80s and 90s with Gordon the Gopher and Ed the Duck, because this is a broom cupboard in here. I mean this looks like it's like quite far behind my head, but trust me, you're looking a hand width. That's a hand width away from my head. Keep an eye on Lidl for an overlocker. Really? Wow. I'm sure she's got her eye on one, but as soon as she knows what one I've got to get, then she'll probably say, "Oh, give me the money and I'll get it." Not that she doesn't trust me, but she knows I will come back with, I don't know. I'm like Jack and the Beanstalk. I'll come back with magic beans. Oh, you've got an overlocker in your Amazon wish list. Oh my god. You're going to have to tell me what they do. It sounds like some sort of robotic thing that does something amazing. But I bet you it doesn't. I bet it's just like a glorified sewing machine, isn't it? I know nothing about haberdashery and sewing. Me and my wife doing part 22 of the Enterprise tomorrow. Going to watch a video before I attack it, though. I think we've been going all right on there at the moment. I've got one panel which is slightly raised. There's nothing I can do about it. It's basically the reflective panel and the metal. For the life of me, I just couldn't get them to sit flat, and it's slightly raised. But you're not going to notice it in the whole scheme of things. So you never know when you get the urge to stream. Damn straight. In the middle of the night, I'll be like, ah. Oh. I mean, you've seen some of the unboxing videos at 3 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, or when I did that Terminator build at 9 o'clock in the morning. See, loves a cheeky daytime stream. Yeah, I'm a bit of a Krakenaholic at the moment, Brett, but that is the first Kraken I've had in a while, I have to say. So, is the hat gonna make I make mistakes just like that on Car Crash Tuesday? I think I'll just have the World of Wayne logo on it at the moment. It's not easy to get hats from Teespring. You have to submit a design to it, and they'll send you the best possible placement and embroidery pattern for it. Then you've got to clear that, and then you've got to once it's cleared, then they'll start making caps for it. But there are different kinds of caps, aren't there? I don't know what kind people like, but I like the ones with the rather than the clip thing at the back, one that's got the cloth that you can push through, and I don't know how they work. Here we go. Thank you, A. Overlockers are for sewing stretchy fabric. They use 4 threads to make that complicated seam. Aha. Well, she's been doing a lot of sewing lately. My sister does a lot of quilting. Her overlocker cost her £8. Yeah, that's not happening, Brett. I can buy a car for that much. She can sew it by hand if it's going to cost me that much. Mike Ipperson. You have to remember that Gordon the Gopher had Phil's hands up his backside. He has. I don't know if all you Americans know who Gordon the Gopher is, or Philip Schofield. Actually, I try to put yourself in the place that you probably haven't got a clue who they are. But they're basically presenters that used to introduce the next show on Children's Channel, who happen to have like a Muppet sidekick next to them. So, hello, amigo. Hello, Claudio. How's it going? Pack 12's coming out next week. Tech Deck. It's being sent out. It's probably going to be my first video next week. Depends when it comes. But I can't wait to get that remote working. I tell you, that's going to be absolutely great. Absolutely great. I can't believe I've caught up with chat. I was like 15 minutes behind, and now like, I'm caught up. How cool is that? That never happens ever. And we've got 261 people in here. That should never happen. 261 people in here watching me drink rum and getting slowly drunk. This stream's going to be demonetized. Oh, that was one of the cheaper versions. Brett, you're just full of good news for me tonight. Ed the Duck. There was a cactus as well, wasn't there? But I can't remember what it was. My kids were getting too old after that. You got me worried when Ed the Duck and Gordon T. Gopher on screen at the same time. You can see Phil's hands. thicker glass on the tank, the chids. I'm just nervous of using glass in future, I have to say. Not that I can't trust it. And well, after the stream I'm going to go check and see the damage. I haven't been in there since about 4 this afternoon, so we'll see. But whoever had the idea of chucking a blanket over the top, that was a good idea. I should have done that. I didn't think. I didn't think, to be honest with you. Issue 6 is due on the Enterprise soon. Oh, that hopefully that'll be coming. I said my Enterprise came yesterday, so hence why I did a video today. I was going to do the video tomorrow, but I have got I've got Koza coming. Gary Whitfield in chat there. He's coming around tomorrow, and I want to make a video for the weekend. I want to get one of the Welcome to the Caves out. It's probably going to be Kevin Stacey this week, so I want to get one of those out, and then on Sunday I'll release, because I forgot last week, next episode of the DC3 build that we did on live stream. So there, you're collecting the Rossi bike. I've done 3 episodes of that, but I have seen Ian Campbell's Partwork upgrades. It looks amazing. What oil do you use? I just use a regular 3-in-1 oil, the kind you normally use on a sewing machine, funny enough. And how many times you dropped a screw in it? Not that many. You got to remember with the oil. Let me just show you my little pot here. Look, can you see? It's only just covering the bottom. I don't cover the whole screw in it, just the end. So it's not like I'm caking it, and all I do is just touch the end of the screw in there, and then it goes in. No problems at all. And if anyone's wondering about this stand here, I've turned the Christian thing off, haven't I? This whole workstation, I did do a review on it, but unfortunately the company that made it are no longer with us. And at the beginning of the week, I did try and get in touch with Mark from the company, because I have still got some contact details for him. So Mark, if you're watching this, I'd love to know what's happening, if anything's happening at all, because so many people have reached out about this workstation there. It's absolutely brilliant. It's invaluable to use, but you know, it might be one of those things that's that now. It's COVID's had a lot of sacrifices, which isn't good. Spit the dog on Tiswas. Now you're showing your age, Maget. Missed my question on gap on Enterprise panel and how to solve it. It's because I haven't figured it out yet, Pete. So I'm trying to figure that one out myself. I do have gaps myself, and I think it's going to be an after thing fix. I'm not about to start taking panels off to fix gaps and light bleed, put it that way. So whatever the fix is, it's going to be from the outside in, not the inside out, which is definitely the wrong way to go. Muffin the Mule, now you are really showing your age, Philip. Take care, Helder. See you later. Trust me, you could hear the tears through the phone this morning when I heard the news of the resin pour. Oh, God. Yeah. Well, that's kind of what I was hoping, Burgess. I thought if it caught fire, then it's going to do me a favour. When I had the conversation with the planner today about this workshop, they said, how am I going to dispose of the old shed? And I said, well, I'm going to have someone round to landscape where I want the, I need a little bit with extra paving down for the base. And I said, I'm going to get them to take it away and take it away. They were more concerned about what I was going to do with it, whether I was going to have a fire or chuck it out or what. 260 upwards. Oh my God. Muffin. Everyone remembers Muffin the Mule. Hello, Spocko. How's it going? Metal Mickey. That's an 80s throwback. No, although saying that, wasn't it Chloe that put the post up about, I think the last post I've seen from Chloe were about the power mod for the Ecto 1. I don't know. I think that's probably the last time I heard about them. Ali Perry, yeah, your husband loved that workstation. Yeah, it's lovely. I just hope that Mark could. I don't know what's happening. I don't want to speculate, but it's one of those things that, you know, the demand for it has come at the wrong time. The demand of it should have been here, like, you know, just before COVID hit, I think, and we might be in a different place now. But I blame myself for a lot of that, because I had this in the workshop, and it wasn't until I moved it up to the man cave that the interest started. So I should have had this in here first off, but I didn't know if I'd be able to get it on the table and how it would react with some of the bigger models. But there you go. Tech Deck Collector, out of all of the collections he did, had got so many cuts on little stab wounds. I did the Terminator. Most of my cuts were from, you'll see it on the blooper reel at the end of the year. It was actually the Cobra, I think, at the moment, putting the pins in the suspension. But there you go. Oh my God, it's 9 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock. Can you believe that? Everyone's naming all the kids' things that they used to watch as a kid. Well, if you want to have that nostalgia, as I said, at the cinema at the moment, you can watch D'Artagnan and the Musket Hounds. How cool is that? But listen, thank you for joining me tomorrow. As I said, thank you for joining me tomorrow. Thank you for joining me. This rum, I'm telling you. Thank you for joining me tonight. Tomorrow, we're going to have the Enterprise D build. That will be on in the morning on the channel. Then on Saturday, we're going to have a Welcome to the Cave. And then Sunday, I'll release one of the DC3s. Not quite sure what's happening next week. But as I said, from next Friday, when the kiddies are here, some of the schedules are going to be a bit all over the place. But I will try and post that on social media to let you know where I'm going to be. But thank you all for joining me on this lovely Thursday evening. I'm about to just tackle the mess that's out in the workshop now. So we'll see what happens. See you later. Take care.